Of course, Diane. It's always a pleasure. Well, Diane, we didn't hear anything for a few days. I think it was Saturday before we were contacted. We have a desk, if you will, set up to take requests from government. It's set up 24/7. Not as a result of this. It's been going for a while, and the call came in to that desk, and they presented us with a warrant as it relates to this specific phone. We actually had long discussions about that internally when they asked us. Lots of people were involved. It wasn't just me sitting in a room somewhere deciding that way. It was a labored decision. We thought about all the things you would think we would think about. Well, there were both national security and user privacy implications. If we agree to help the FBI, perhaps law enforcement can gain intelligence that helps them prevent future attacks, similar to San Bernardino. At the same time, we at Apple have an obligation to protect the security and privacy of our customers. A backdoor, like the FBI is suggesting, could create vulnerabilities in all iPhones, and our user security could be compromised. We believe strongly that we have a responsibility to help you protect your data and protect your privacy. We owe it to our customers, and we owe it to our country. This is an issue that impacts all of us, and we will not shrink from this responsibility. Well, I don't think this decision was based on our marketing or business strategy at all. This is a matter of civil liberties. When I think of civil liberties, I think of the founding principles of this country, the freedoms that are in the First Amendment, but also the fundamental right to privacy. And the way that we simply see this is, if this All Writs Act can be used to force us to do something that would make millions of people vulnerable, then you can begin to ask yourself, if that can happen, what else could happen? In the next Senate, you might say, well, maybe it should be a surveillance OS. Maybe law enforcement would like the ability to turn on the camera of your Mac. The internet doesn't have boundaries. Sure, you might get the data off Farouk's phone, but now everybody else's crypto is now more vulnerable. You're only punishing the good guys. To invent what they want me to invent puts millions of people at risk. While we believe the FBI's intentions are good, it would be wrong for the government to force us to build a backdoor into our products. And ultimately, we fear that this demand would undermine the very freedoms and liberty our government is meant to protect. Thank you, Diane. Goodbye.